Welcome to our space of reflection. Today we're diving into a narrative that unfolds like a bittersweet tapestry of celebration and tragedy, capturing a young woman's journey that took a heartbreaking twist.
Absolutely. It's a story where, hope meets sorrow head on.
Right. So it begins on an exuberant note, a birthday, a celebration of youth and promise, where Faith, a 19-year-old with ambition and dreams, circled a major milestone with her friends. The ambience was
Indeed.
one of joy and possibility.
And yet, within that same night, the narrative takes a sharp turn, transforming hope into a deep mystery.
Exactly. Following a lively evening, she and a friend went to her boyfriend's house. It sounds almost like an ordinary night. But then, as the hours stretched on, the tone shifted unexpectedly.
Yeah, it's unsettling how silence can be so loud, for sure. And then, as dawn crept in, things turned grim when her friend found no sign of Faith. The initial phone calls and texts, they went unanswered, an early, eerie hint of despair.
Right on point. And imagine her boyfriend, oblivious to the mounting suspense, left for work, only to return later to an unimaginable sight. Faith, lifeless on the bed. It's a stark, brutal break from a night that began with promise.
And it gets even more layered when we examine the details. The autopsy revealed asphyxiation with water in the lungs, details that are both chilling and puzzling.
Indeed, it's like reading a mystery where every clue begs 100 questions. Is it an accident, or is there something more sinister behind it all?
Right. I have to ask, though, isn't it a bit too convenient to pin everything on accident when the evidence teeters on the edge of deliberate concealment?
That's a fair point, and it really does push us to question the narrative. The boyfriend's silence amidst the investigation, that leaves an unsettling impression, as if the truth is lurking just beyond reach.
Exactly. And then there's the heart-wrenching element of her father's grief. Here's a man who poured his life into nurturing her dreams, only to watch them slip away in a moment of violent silence.
Absolutely. Her father's heartbreak stands as a stark reminder of the personal cost of such tragedies. It's as if her vibrant future was snatched away by this cruel twist of fate, a reminder that even amid celebration, darkness can creep in unnoticed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The way the narrative oscillates between the brightness of potential and the stark gloom of loss really leaves you wondering about, the fragility of life and the dangers beneath the surface.
Exactly right. And it layers a broader conversation about trust and the unforeseen consequences of a single fatal moment. Her story, with every detail, from the celebratory cheers to the silent unanswered calls, resonates deeply.
Completely. And while we honor her life and the boundless promise she represented, there's also an imperative to, keep questioning how such a narrative unfolds and whether justice or clarity will eventually prevail.
Precisely. It's a call for us to remember that no promise, no matter how bright, should be left to crumble into an unanswered question. The echoes of her story continue, urging us to confront the darker sides of our seemingly celebratory moments.
Right on. It's a reminder of how one tragic night can shift the narrative of a life and leave an indelible mark of sorrow and mystery.
Yes, and in that lingering silence, we find the story of a young woman whose dreams, however brief, were as brilliant as they were shattered. It's a call to ensure her memory challenges us to pursue truth even in the shadow of grief.
And as we part ways today, we carry forward that somber yet passionate reminder that even in our brightest celebrations, we must remain vigilant to the quiet dangers that may lurk beneath.
Exactly. So let her story be both a memorial and a message. May we always seek answers, confront truth, and, honor those whose voices were silenced too soon.
Right, I completely agree. Thanks for this deep dive. It's a story that remains with us, urging a legacy of hope amid sorrow.